There are some important tips and safety checks which I always do before flying my DJI Mini 2. So I just wanted to share my experience with you in this video so you can keep your Mini 2 safe for a long time and have awesome flights. So let's watch the intro and I will tell you these 10 important tips. Let's start with the first tip. When you are inserting the DJI Mini 2's battery into the drone, do not forget to put your hand on the body of the drone instead of the gimbal, because by putting your finger on the gimbal and then pressing the battery into the drone, you will stress out the gimbal, but by putting your finger on the top of the body and pressing the battery, you will not have any pressure on the gimbal motor. When you are flying your drone inside a jungle with high trees, do not forget to put your signal lost option from return to home to hover. So in case your signal drops, your drone would not go to the auto return to home altitude, go up, and it would hit the tree. So it would instead hover in that place, so you can go some steps further and you will regain back the signal, and then you can control your drone yourself. So the drone would not go up and hit the trees. Guys, this tip is just for flying inside the jungle or any other place which is busy and crowded. But if you are flying over a jungle in the open sky, let your signal lost option be on the return to home, so whenever your drone loses the signal, it is in the open sky, it can easily go up and return back to you. Always check your signal lost option before any flight, cause you might have changed it in your previous flights, or you might have upgraded the firmware, so the settings might have been reset. So always check this before any takeoff without doubt. And also, if you have selected the return to home option for the signal loss, do not forget to also check your auto return to home altitude. For example, if you are flying in a city which has tall towers around 100 meters, do not forget to set your auto return to home altitude to, for example, 120 meters. So if you lose your signal, your drone would go upper than those tall towers and it would safely return to you. I don't know if this tip is worth mentioning because I didn't see it in any tutorial, but I thought I should tell it. When you are removing the gimbal protector, first press this section inside and then bring it up and then remove it gently. And also for inserting this gimbal protector, make sure the gimbal is straight both vertically and horizontally, and then first attach the upper clips to the top and then put it and then press it inside and then let it go down. Before inserting your batteries into the drone, always check for dust or any other particles, because they might block these battery pins and they might cause failure in the sky. When you take off, let your drone hover for 20 or 30 seconds to see if it is any stable or if you do not hear any odd noise or unusual noise from the motors or propellers, and then you are good to go. When you are going to fly in really cold temperatures, do not forget to keep your Mini 2 batteries warm. For example, keep your batteries somewhere with the temperature around 20 to 25 Celsius, and when you are ready to fly, put your batteries in the drone and start flying. And when the drone flies, it would warm up the battery too, so you would not end up with any low voltages in the sky. Guys, power lines are a nightmare for drone pilots. Before you take off your DJI Mini 2, always check your surroundings to see if there is any power lines around you, because those power lines are nearly invisible in your tiny smartphone screen and you cannot mostly see them. When you update your DJI Mini 2 firmware, usually you get a new firmware for your battery too. So if you are using a combo pack like I am using, do not forget to put your other 2 batteries into the drone to update them also when you are in home. So when you are go out in the location, all your 3 batteries are updated. When you are starting to take off, do not forget to open the propellers with your hands so you do not stress the motors. But I should say that this tip is not much important for the DJI Mini 2 because the propellers are really light and it does not stress the motors a lot. And it is more important for the bigger DJI drones like the Mavic 2 Pro, but it is worth mentioning. Guys, I hope these 10 tips were useful for you. I know that some of them might be too simple for you, but I decided to tell all of them because some people are just starting to fly with the DJI Mini 2 and it might be their first experience. So I decided to give them all of these 10 tips so they could have a safer flight. My name is Mehran Haddad. I'm a photographer and filmmaker. So if you are interested in photography, filmmaking, behind the scenes, drone videos, or any other thing related to this photography world, do not forget to press that like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you do not miss any of my upcoming videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next videos.